Okay, good morning and welcome to the second edition of the HSSE HR ConQ-Lave. Now, before we begin formally, and I hand it over to my host for our host for the program, Ms. Joy Gupta. I would request my colleague Parul Tripathi to start with the HSSE gratitude prayer. I would just request all of you to just listen to it very carefully. And Parul, it's over to you.
Yeah. So we start with the gratitude prayer. I'm grateful for who I am. I'm grateful for what I can do. I'm grateful for the family I have. I'm grateful for the love I receive. I'm grateful for the love I give. I'm grateful for the respect I receive. I'm grateful for the respect I give. I'm grateful for the food we eat. I'm grateful to be a learner. I'm grateful to be a teacher. I'm grateful to the creator and the universe. I'm eternally grateful, grateful, grateful. Thank you all.
Thank you, Parul. We have this kind of a tradition of starting with the gratitude prayer for all our major events. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure now to hand it over to Joy Gupta, who is a wonderful HR professional herself, a fantastic associate of HSSE, and she's our host and moderator for our conclave. So let's welcome Joy Gupta.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction and giving me this opportunity to be the moderator for today's session. And a very good morning and a very warm welcome to all. Thank you for joining us for the second edition of the virtual conclave by HSSE. I am Juhi Gupta, your moderator for today's event, and I am an HR professional with almost 14 years of experience. And in my current role as a corporate trainer, I'm delighted to be associated with HSSE as Project Lead Corporate Relations. I would also like to welcome Ms. Parul Tripathi as Project Lead CHIC Program and Associate for HSSE. Let me briefly take you through the program flow. As we know, this conclave has been organized to develop deeper perspectives about how we can conquer adversity in 2021. We will have our keynote speakers share their thoughts during this session of about half an hour each, including question answers, followed by the award ceremony. I would request everyone to please be on mute. There is echo.
I'll mute.
Actually, the echo will be from your end if it is two handset being used.
Yeah,
just
so
like that. Yeah.
So
I am not connected to the audio. I am not connected to the audio.
Okay, it's okay now. You can continue.
Yeah. So we were just talking about the program flow where we'll have the keynote speakers share their thoughts on in a half an hour sessions of each, including the question answers, followed by a award ceremony. And we also have in store a surprise element during the event. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. Please keep your audios muted unless speaking. Raise hand on the toolbar for any questions or if you need to speak. And you can also type your questions for the speakers in the chat box, and we will take up the questions as and when possible. We are also streaming this conclave live on Facebook. So on behalf of HSSE, I welcome all those who are joining us through Facebook Live. We would also be addressing the questions posted on Facebook during the conclave. I now announce the conclave open.
Awesome.
So, please join me in welcoming Mr. Hariharan Iyer. Hariharan Iyer, the entertainer, is truly an entertainer and an entertainer.
Are you ready?
An extraordinarily talented and multifaceted personality, he loves himself, his family, his work, cricket, Bollywood, and calls himself as a professionally trained bathroom singer. He runs a musical show called The Entertainer Show, in which he showcases Bollywood legends. He's a speaker, writer, trainer par excellence, and he's also a great Reiki grandmaster and deeply committed to meditation for over 31 years now. He believes only the grace of God and his guru keeps him going. He believes purpose is the greatest energizer. To advance spiritually and build HSSC as a legacy is his life purpose. Hariharan sir has authored 7 books so far, the latest being Leadership Gita, the 6 tenets of great leaders, and less than an hour's read. He's an avid blogger, and his article on LinkedIn, The Rahul Dravid Model of Management, is still trending on LinkedIn with over 54,000 views. As an accomplished speaker and trainer with over 25 years of experience, his client lists include names like Rolls-Royce, Cipla, LIC, Howard Johnson, State Bank of India, Unique Mercantile, Tata AIA, and many more. He is the recipient of the Karamveer Chakra, Bronze, Silver, Gold, and the Karamveer Puraskar Awards instituted by iCongo in association with the United Nations. He has widely traveled and is an internationally certified trainer from Assertive, USA. Hariharan Iyer just happened to be the founder of and Chief Mission Officer of HSSE and the architect of this unique HR concept. It is my pleasure to invite him and walk us through the journey of HSSE. Sir, over to you.
Yes, Joey, thank you so much. I think it is such an awesome morning for all of us. And I thank each one of the delegates who has joined us today and who have taken time out, and they are with us today for this absolutely wonderful, exciting conclave. I've been so excited since last few days as to the build up to this conclave. I especially want to thank you, Joey, first for all the support, for the amazing back-end work. It is not possible to do something of this nature without team support. My colleague Parul Tripathi for always being selflessly there for us. Dilip Sharma, who's also a speaker today, but also a very key associate and a mentor. And to each one of the delegates here, and also our first speaker will go after me, Ajay Sajde from Eureka Forbes. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting to be a speaker, to be with us today. It's an absolutely beautiful moment for us. और जैसे मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूँ कि घर बैठ के साम्राज्य बनाना है. We have to sit at home and build a learning empire, and that's been our mission in the last 1 year or so. So it's a very warm welcome to all of you for this, for taking time out, for registering for this conclave. And I always respect people who are always ready to take out time and invest in their learning. So, Jui, if I can request you to play a little music for all our delegates. I think they are the ones who are the most special people here. Without them, this conclave would not have happened. Right? So, can we have a little music for all our delegates, please, Jui?
Yes, sir.
And I would request all the delegates, you can clap for yourself. And, you deserve to be here today. And thank you so much for being here today. Our heartfelt gratitude to all of you. I keep doing this to Juhi. I suddenly ask her to play a music which we have not prepared for. So we'll just wait for her to bring it on.
Hari, while Ajay, hi Hari.
Yeah. Hi, Ajay.
While Juhu is trying to figure out a track to play, would you like to share with us why do you have a cue in the conclave with a twist?
Yes, I'm coming to that. Yeah, I'll surely do that. Yeah. Yes, Juhi?
Sir, is it audible?
Yes. Yeah, that's a nice music.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive.
That's a nice, energetic beginning.
All day. When I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. When you look at me,
Can I request everybody to be on your videos, please?
I can touch the sky. I know that I'm alive. When you glass the day, I just drift away. All my worries die. I'm
Raju, thank you.
glad I'm alive.
Yeah, Joey, thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you. And once again, I welcome all of you to what promises to be an absolutely exciting conclave over the next 2.5 hours that we're going to be together. Now, to answer Ajay's question on why are we calling it the conclave, why have we changed the spelling from C-O-N-C to C-O-N-Q? Because if you see the theme, which we had even in the first conclave in December, and now it's all about conquering adversity. So if you see what we are going through as a world today, we have to conquer adversity. So we are coming up with various ideas. We are coming up with various themes in terms of how we can conquer adversity as a world, as a country, and what is the role that the learning fraternity, the learning and development fraternity, the HR fraternity can do. So I think the least we can do is bring in some ideas in terms of conquering adversity. So in the first edition that we had in December, our theme was the 3Bs approach: break in, break out, and breakthrough. So we essentially were speaking about break in through psychometric assessment. So we had Niharika Bhargav, who's also joined us today. Then we had break in through digital learning. We had Gaurav Bakshi, who'll also be joining us around 12 o'clock. And then there was breakthrough leadership by A.S. Narayanan, who's the CEO of Reach HCon. So, and this time we have come up with a theme called DRS. Basically, how do you perform despite disruption? And if you look at Eureka Forbes as an organization, they have been in the forefront of performance for so long, for so many years. So I really thought we have one of the finest speakers and one of the finest people to represent such a culture, a performance culture, in Ajay Sachdev, to be addressing us a little later. Now we continue with our digital journey because obviously everything is happening online, everything is happening virtual today. So Dilip Sharma, he is an expert in digital research, digital learning research. He's an evangelist for digital learning, an absolute crusader for e-learning academies, setting up LMSs. So he will talk to us, how do you stay relevant in today's world by going digital? And then I will be chipping in a little with my session on servant leadership. So at the end of the day, it's all about leadership. It's about how you lead people. It's how you take them forward, irrespective of the situation, irrespective of the context, and how do you drive performance, and how do you keep people happy. And I think HR and learning and development have a huge role today. And I've never done an MBA. So I jokingly tell people when they ask me, have you done an MBA? I said, yeah, I did a BA and then I did an MA. So when you total it, you get an MBA. So that's the closest I've come to doing an MBA. But I think if ever I had done an MBA, it would have definitely been in human resources. And for me, the human resource department is not the only human resource available in an organization. Every person who is there is a human resource. You, me, everybody. The 125-30 crore population that exists in this country, everybody is a human resource. So the canvas, the landscape is extremely vast. So what can we do as HSSE to help you build your organization in an even more capable manner? How can we contribute? So I just want to take you through a little journey about my company, our company rather, Hariharan School of Success Education, HSSE for short, is now popularly being referred to as HSSE. I started this journey in 2009, and it's been an incredible entrepreneurial journey. And I can tell you that if a guy like me can become an entrepreneur and hang around for more than 10 years and still try to make things happen, I think there are a lot of people who can have hope that they can also be an entrepreneur. Because I come from one of the most unlikeliest backgrounds to become an entrepreneur. I'm a Tam Bram Iyer, brought up in a middle-class family where my father served one of the government companies for more than 30 years. And me and my brother were taught a very simple thing: study well, do well, take a job, take a home loan, retire at 60, stay in that company, be loyal. But unfortunately, me and my brother are made slightly of a different metal. We never heard him. Unfortunately, I'm sure he was very unhappy with us for that. He wanted us to work in a bank, or he wanted us to work in a government bank or in a government service, but we never really took it up. So I've done all kinds of crazy things in life. So I did an MA in political science. Doesn't get you very far in life. That's what I realized at that point of time. Then became a journalist. I worked as a journalist for 6 years. And then I came into training. Then I did a couple of jobs. I worked in life insurance sector. And that life insurance experience was totally a game-changing experience. It was a great learning experience. Somewhere I discovered the purpose of my life in training advisors and managers who were there in that company. So, and in 2009, I took my first step towards fulfilling a dream of building my own training and consultancy business. And thus was born HSSE. And what a roller coaster ride it's been, ladies and gentlemen. What an evolution it has been for me personally. I've gone from being just a freelancer to now I've started to believe that I've really got the entrepreneurial juices flowing in a much better way right now. There is a team. I'm so grateful to people who are associated with me right now. And we have developed HSSE into one of the finest and the most innovative organizations in terms of product development, in terms of the suite of products that we have. And I can tell you, while we may not be an international brand as yet, but we are getting there, I don't think any other organization has the kind of exciting work that we do within the organization. The kind of verticals that we have, the kind of spread of products that we have, the kind of innovation that we have brought into learning. It's absolutely incredible. So our most innovative product is our Enter Trainer certification. So we launched the Enter Trainer certification after I received a trademark for being an Enter Trainer, and we launched the Enter Trainer certification, and we trained we certified more than 80 trainers across India in the last year and a half, including during lockdown, even through virtual sessions and through e-learning. More than 80 trainers are now certified Enter Trainers. So I want to take you quickly through what are the various verticals within HSSE, what's its capability, what are we capable of doing, how we can impact organizations, and we would like to be associated with you. Jui, can you please do full screen of the slide? So we would like to have a one-on-one with you after this conclave at a mutually convenient time and take you through more details. So before I come to the verticals very quickly, I just want to share what's our vision, what's our mission, what is that we are trying to do. Our vision is to build a learning empire, and our vision is to be the world's most exciting training organization. You know, my boss used to tell me that if you are it's the exciting people who produce exciting results. So every day in the morning, I get up with this one objective, with this one passion, that I want to build HSSE as a legacy of learning. So when I leave this world, I would have left behind the work of HSSE, and somebody would take it forward from there on and keep building it for decades and maybe hopefully centuries to come. So that's the vision, to build the world's most exciting training company, to build a learning empire where every kind of learning development need for humans in terms of behavioral and soft skills are available within this mall of learning called as HSSE. So what are the various verticals that we have? We have an LMS, we have an e-learning academy. Dilip Sharma has played a very critical role in setting up the e-learning academy. And we would like to connect with you, give you a tour of our e-learning piece, take you through our platform, take you through our learning management system capability, and just kind of explore opportunities to work together. We have exciting certification programs, of which I just shared one, which is the Entertainer certification. We are also coming up with a very unique coaching program, something developed in-house. We have a very unique mentoring program. These are all very innovative products that we have researched and we have worked upon based on so many years of experience and the passion that we have towards making a difference to people's lives. So our mission is, how can we help ordinary people become extraordinary through the power of fun-based learning? How can we help ordinary people become extraordinary through the power of fun-based learning? So we have a certified high-impact communicator certification, which Parul is a project lead for that. We call it the CHIC program, and we have been training quite a few people during lockdown. So and our price ranges of our various products, they range from something like 999 to right up to 60,000. So we're trying to cater to all kinds of people from all walks of life, whether they're entrepreneurs, senior leadership, junior salespeople, students. So we just want to build this mall. This is what our passion is all about. We are also coming up with a very interesting certification, which is the Learning Champion certification, where we are going to train people on 50 behavioral and soft skills modules. We have created a very rich bank of content. So every organization needs different kinds of behavioral and soft skills modules. We have researched a lot of these modules, and we are ready to roll out what is called as a Learning Champion certification, where we will be certifying people on behavioral and soft skills programs. We'll do a proper TTT for them, then they can go and roll it out within their organizations or with their clients. Then, of course, my bread and butter has come from corporate training all these years. So we do a lot of workshops, leadership, sales, success motivation. So motivational talks is a vertical in itself, because apart from success motivation, sometimes people ask for motivation to build a team, motivation for the leadership team, so on and so forth. So a huge basket of corporate workshops, communication skills, problem solving, decision making, critical thinking. I mean, you name it, and I think we have it with us. So it's an enormous capability that we have built within the organization. And one of the most important verticals is CHI, or what we call as corporate holistic fitness instrument. And Niharika Bhargav has been my associate in this, and she has developed this instrument. She herself is a certified psychometric assessor for more than 15 instruments, and she is a postgraduate in HR from London School of Economics. So brings with her a tremendous amount of pedigree, credibility, and she's created this beautiful tool which helps us from a holistic perspective understand how organizations can meet their training requirements and how they can plan out their coaching, mentoring, recognition platforms within the organization and the learning platforms that are required for people within the organization. It's a very Indianized survey. It's a holistic survey. We are measuring 4 key parameters: culture, employee engagement, health and wellness, and the 9 emotions of the Navrasa. So we have based our tool on the traditional Indian dance form of the 9 Navrasas, and it's come out really well. We've already done for a few companies, and this is one of our very, very critical products that we have, because that kind of sets the base for our further engagement with the organizations. So this is just a quick overview of what HSSE is all about. And this HR Conclave is an initiative that we have taken amongst the other initiatives to practice what we have, what is called as connect marketing. So we have a connect marketing strategy within the organization. Basically, it's a reach out strategy We want to connect with people. We want to be with people. We want to enable people. We want to create associates. We want to collaborate with people, and we want to see how best we can make a difference to organizations. We want to build some of the best HR leaders in this country. We want to build some of the best learning and development professionals in this country. Essentially, we want to develop people, and we want to do that with an enormous amount of passion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm once again absolutely delighted to welcome you all to this conclave. And one of the very beautiful moments of this conclave is the award ceremony. And I think I would request all of you to be there throughout this conclave, because I think they're going to be fantastic insights. We're trying to make it as practical as we can so that you can go back and reflect and apply some of these concepts. And we would love to connect with you after the conclave and explore synergies and ideas of how we could work together. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of HSSE, on behalf of my team, and on behalf of all the learners that have been associated with us for so long, we welcome you on this journey. This journey has just started, and we have a long way to go. And I want to go with you, and we want to go together and build the world's most exciting training organization. Thank you so much. God bless all of you, and I wish you a fantastic time. In the second edition